Yeah, you read that right. 2x80. Right there. Should be a fun day. And we're off. Interval number 1. 80 minutes of fun coming up here. For these intervals, I was trying to stay around 280 watts, so you can see my 1 second power down at the bottom. It's kind of fluctuating quite a bit, but overall I'm kind of trying to ride just at 280 at the start and not too much over, kind of maybe 5 or 10 watts fluctuating, but as you can see at the bottom it's kind of bouncing all over the place just because, you know, depending on if I hit a downhill or an uphill, or like right here if a car cuts out in front of me, you know, it drops a little. And these are perfect intervals for laying that foundation for 2018 season. So long, steady, a lot of muscle recruitment. And you get 5 minutes rest, which basically means I just try to put as much food as I can in my mouth in 5 minutes and get it down and get some water in before starting the second interval. And as you can see, starting the second interval, my heart rate kind of picks up right where it left off on the end of that first interval. So I'm back up to 156, 157, kind of bouncing around in there, trying to get back into the rhythm as I start. And I tried to take a bunch of videos here, 10 to 15 second clips, so you could see that drift actually happen in real time, and also kind of see where my power is fluctuating as well as cadence and kind of my natural tendencies that I steer towards. Once I get a little tired, I'll start to grind a little more. Right here I was really focusing on keeping that cadence up. So and for these, I think I averaged 280 watts at 85 cadence and 154 heart rate on the first interval. And on the second interval here, I was a little more fatigued. I averaged 280 as well, but my heart rate average was 157, so nothing too crazy considering the duration of the interval. And I think a lot of that in the wintertime is due to just being dehydrated, and it's just so hard to drink when it's 25 degrees and my bottles are half frozen, and the bars I packed were pretty solid, so it's always tough to get down the right nutrition during the winter time, and that's kind of something I've always struggled with, and it definitely affects my training. And it may not affect it the day of, but you can definitely tell later on that it has an impact of what you eat and how you hydrate on the bike. So as you can see, coming into almost an hour and 5 minutes into the second interval, my heart rate's above 160 and it's holding steadily there. My power's kind of fluctuating all over. My cadence is low. I'm really trying to focus and get back into that rhythm, as it's always a lot tougher towards the end. And here we go, heading to the final push, the last 30 seconds of the last interval. Alright guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again with another video.